Welcome to the Agrihood. Carnes Crossroads is a new home community with a farm-to-table lifestyle. Just outside of Charleston, here, community is defined by gathering together and our deep connection to nature.
Learn more at carnescrossroads.com.
Hey, what's going on, J360 Legion, and welcome to another Minibyte Monday, or aka the J360 Minibytes. I'm your host, JM Brady, and we have some things to talk about until about 10 minutes or so. Okay, so I can see that Wallgate is still going on. People are either A, going to work or calling out sick, or pretty much can't go to work because, the number one factor, they're not getting paid. I don't know what it is with the elitist people in this country, but oh yeah, of course I know what it is. They get money all the time. They get money for just nothing. Some people are getting money for just name recognition only. But you see, I can't just go after the 1% entirely. I have to look over at the government. Now, the government is a very interesting creature. When it's in service, it doesn't do anything. But when it's in a shutdown, it still doesn't do anything and still tells you that we are in an emergency area. I like how some people try to downplay it by saying it's a partial shutdown because, hey, there's no such animal as that. A partial shutdown is ridiculous. If it's shut down, it's shut down. These people are going out there not getting paid. And I am scared of anybody going to the airport right now. Of course, you can go get any flight you want because TSA, well, they're a little underfunded right now. After all, zero is an interesting balance, isn't it? It's just like when you look at this kind of stuff, and then Trump in office talking about, we're going to give him back pay. I don't know where he figures this stuff. I don't know where anybody else figures, like, the back pay. Now, for those of you that work in these government institutions, I feel for you. I really do. You put up with so much to try to provide for your family, to try to do the right thing, to try to just make a living. And it's a shame how somebody sits in the office, got all that velvet cushion on the crack of their ass and not doing right by you. And then, of course, you look at the two-party system we have here, and you see them not getting anything done. You see one set of parties, which is the Republicans from time to time, they're being so draconian about things, and they don't want to do the right thing like they're supposed to. Now, there's some of them that do, but then the ones that are always on TV all the time, I'm not going to do anything, because I'm old no Nick McConnell. And indeed, old No Nick is not doing his job because he likes to keep his job. He doesn't want to be confrontational. But if that's the case, then he needs to get the hell out of that seat then, doesn't he? You know what I mean? And you had a chance to get rid of him. But then you look over at Nancy Pelosi trying to do her job, which a lot of people, she's a very polarizing figure in some ways. But then you look at, she's kind of the adult in the room right now because Paul Ryan wasn't going to do anything either. And how is it that you have total one-party control, but you still don't get anything done? And then this man that sits up there in office, crazy as can be, doesn't realize that, I guess the wall ain't going to cost him anything. But then again, he could always get a check from his sons about it, right? But then again, that would be labeled conflict of interest, right? So little things like that. Either way, that wall's not going to benefit you or me. It's going to be a dip in our taxes. It's going to be a lot of stuff going wrong. But at the end of the day, though, you can't just prove this to people. Sometimes you got to let life take care of it. You know what I'm saying? When people do something stupid and they already know they're doing something stupid, and then they got the nerve to want to say, you can't tell me anything about myself, Jay. And I'm sitting there the whole time, I'm like, you know what? You might be right, because maybe I should just let karma and life come in and just beat the living hell out of you. Which is what some of those high school students are going through now for harassing that Native American elder like that. You understand what I'm saying? Talk about build the wall, build the wall, build the wall. I'm like, are you... Can't do that. Was about to cuss. Can't do that. I'm like, are you serious? Do you know how y'all look right now? Look stupid. Look woefully ignorant. And then the one kid that was caught in the video that was viral, he's now talking about how he's getting death threats. The hell you think was going to happen? You sitting there looking cool, you talk about build the wall, you all in the man's face. I mean, like, ignorance begets ignorance. And the thing about it is that when it comes time to pay for that ignorance, oh yeah, you want to look like an innocent. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and say that entirely, though, I'm a perfect person, but I know what lines not to go through. You know what I mean? If I got to go ahead and promote my superiority over somebody, then as a matter of fact, I'm not superior to anyone. I'm inferior as hell. I have an inferiority complex, which I think a lot of people in this country have. Oh, I'm all about the racial superiority. There is no racial superiority of any kind. Now, there are people out there who act like they're more privileged than other people, and you can see what kind of people they are. They're usually the most talentless hacks ever, and they sit here saying this stuff. And they lie to you, they lie to me, and then they try to go ahead and use what we have to benefit and line their pockets, and that's not right. When you see that stuff, you need to catch it then and there, and you need to break that stuff up right away. That you will have nothing to do with that person, because that's a toxic person. And you see, like, all this stuff, that's like, over there at that border, that's like well over 2,000 kilometers of rough terrain, and the ownership is in 3 different parties. The government's got to pay some of those people that own that eminent domain. And you're sitting there thinking, Mexico's going to pay for that? Mexico's not going to pay for that. And then a lot of y'all sit there and you talk about the economy, but you don't know how the economy works. You talk like, oh, Russia's really suffering. Russia has its problems, yes. It does. But it's not even on our highest trade scale. I mean, we have a more higher trade scale with Mexico. We over here going pretty much just gung-hoing about everything over there. Because so scared about that. Talking about like they're bringing drugs, and then some of these people are about MS-13. You throw that gang's name around, but you don't do your research on it. You know what I mean? You got to research about these things. Because as I say, America has its problems. But the problem with America is America's creating new problems while not atoning for the old ones. And as I say that, you know, some of y'all probably say, what do you know about it? MAGA, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I would know about it because I pay taxes and I own a business in this country, you moron. That's why I would say something about it. I know about it because, hey, I work all the time. I know about it because I see how stupid people can be. Especially when they think they're owed entitlements. And you see it every time you go into work, don't you? You already see that person that, you know, pretty much gets the attention, but they don't get no respect. And the thing about it is, they do all this other stuff and all these stupid things, but they never benefit themselves or other people, and they're just a waste of space. But, you know, you need to stay in your lane and make your money. And for those of you out there that are in the government jobs and you're not getting paid and you're putting up with that BS, oh, damn, man. That's why it's a cluster. But, you know, if you're going to play it smart, you got to play it smart like this. Every time, you know how much you get paid, right? Well, you go ahead and you start writing down every day you're in there how much they owe you. Make sure you get that amount back. Because I guarantee, like, this guy will tell you what you want to hear, but when it comes time to pay up and do the right thing, Trump ain't about that life. I can just see it. And I can see it about a lot of other people out here. When it comes due time for anything, they don't pay up. They're going to go and they're going to backpedal. They're going to find somewhere to run to. And then at the end of the day, when it comes time for you to just go ahead and be like, I'm going to whoop your ass, then all of a sudden, they get scared then. And that stuff's not right. Pay what you owe. And that's what the thing about it is. You don't need a wall right now. We all have psychological walls built into us. A lot of us don't connect and don't speak out like we're supposed to. We don't even act like a community when we need to. Something has to happen for all of America to unite. You get what I'm saying? And it's so stupid that it goes like that. And I always wonder why. But it's also MLK Day, so a lot of y'all out there, you know, work hard to keep the dream alive because, you know, we were on our way and then something just pushed us back. I think it's all that entitlement, hatred, and fear. So we're going to have to work on knocking that out so we can get where we need to be. We're just going to have to be better than our government. But we're almost hitting that 10-minute barrier, so I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, y'all. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the J-Man Show. I think the next Cyclone episode is going to happen on Thursday. So, we got a lot to look forward to. Take it easy. This is Jay signing off. Peace.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.